Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Raila Odinga was laid to rest yesterday, and as we continue to rest, I want us to focus on Mount Kenya region politics as the situation is for now. I will not be editing this video, but let us just discuss Mount Kenya politics. Now, look at the situation as of now. As far as the people from Mount Kenya region in our politics have been taking part. When I talk about Mount Kenya, I largely want to focus on, let me narrow down to the Kikuyu. Because, okay, we have the Gema. Mount Kenya has Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. So Mount Kenya West, it is the largest. It is the one that has had the leadership. The people from the east have always depended on the other side. So the east, those are Merus, where Kithure Kindiki is coming from, JB Muturi, the Mberes, and all that. So focus is more on Kikuyu, who have actually been at the center of power in this country for the longest time. First place, let us look on the current leadership. William Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua. They were on ballot as a presidential candidate and the running mate. The issue of the running mate is that in the absence of the president, you are in charge. That means if he is incapacitated in a way that he cannot perform his duty, you are in charge. Labda gonjeke, ama aage, ama aonekane akili si sawa, the deputy takes over. So that's the reason why Gachagua was elected. But I see Kikuyus in a big way, they gambled in the last election. And they have become the biggest loser in all this. Why am I saying so? Look at the current arrangement we are having today. After Gachagua being elected to deputize William Ruto, in a short time, was it 1.5 years, Gachagua was removed from office. Now we have Kithure Kindiki. Huyu anatoka Mount Kenya East. Watu wa Mount Kenya West wako wapi? Hawako ndani ya hii serikali from the topmost. In as much they are the ones who made this government. How do they calculate this? With arrangement under William Ruto. Did they saw a shortcoming where they can be kicked out? So in that calculation, they become the losers. Now Ruto has the minority side, the East. Now they are being mobilized under Rigathi Gachagua in a move to unseat William Ruto. So if you go today, you will see the Kikuyus largely, they want to unseat William Samuel Ruto. That is what is happening. So the other side is here, which was actually my main aim in this discussion, the Azimio side. Today, we don't have Raila Odinga. Just as imagine if Raila was the president today, that as Martha Karua was made a running mate to Raila Odinga, then Kikuyus would have listened to President Uhuru Kenyatta. And in the same way they voted for William Ruto, they voted for Raila Odinga overwhelmingly. And he becomes the president. Remember, the difference between Raila and William Ruto was merely 230,000 votes. A small margin. What if it had flopped in favor of Raila Odinga? Now you know where I'm heading to. Then today, Raila akubali mwito wa kwenda mbinguni, vile amekubali hivyo, hayuko. Who will be your president? For that matter, Kenya, in our history, we would have had the first female president, Martha Karua. So for me, I look at Mount Kenya region politics, and I learned that for the first time, they really gambled. And they have lost in a big way. Or was it God's plan? Wameongoza sana. Kenyatta won, Kibaki, then Uhuru Kenyatta. Tatu. So, if Raila was the president, today as we are speaking, Martha Karua will be your president. Sasa wangekuwa Mount Kenya wako na rais wa 4. But now, Raila is not the president. One of the reasons Mount Kenya region did not really accept him, besides the 1 million votes he got. Unajua William Ruto alipata like 3 million. So Raila only got 1 million votes in Mount Kenya. What if Mount Kenya would have even just given 2 million? They balance. Ruto 2 million, Raila 2 million. Raila angekuwa president. Raila angeaga akiwa president. Then from there, their own daughter, Martha Karua, would have taken over from there and she would serve to the end. And you know when someone is in power, how they do play with him, with the elections. They normally rig. We understand in 2017 what happened. For Uhuru to serve the second term, Raila was rigged out. You know what will happen when we have an incumbent president? It won't be that much easy to remove him. You need a well-organized team, like the one we had NASA in 2017. Sio tu kelele yenye Gachagua wanapiga hapa. No, they have to organize themselves properly and understand their main person they want to unseat. So, Mount Kenya have become the biggest loser in this. And going forward, maybe they will not see power anytime soon, in as much they are the majority. They listen to William Ruto more than they listen to Uhuru Kenyatta. And now, Ruto, after receiving an overwhelming support from them, akawaondoa. Saizi yako na Kindiki. We are not sure if Kindiki will be William Ruto's running mate in the subsequent election. Probably not. He might look to Western or Nyanza. Sababu, as things are today, Kikuyus are being rallied under DCP. That's why Gachagua is more accepted than Kindiki. So if the opposition is more accepted than the deputy president, how do you sustain him? Politically, it cannot. So yes, Raila is no more. But the fact is that Martha Karua would have become the next president of the Republic of Kenya. So Gachagua lost. Kikuyus are not in that center of power. Martha Karua lost. Kikuyus are not there. So that's the situation we are in now. A political lesson to take home. The issue of trust. You don't just get out to vote because someone, has come in with a lot of promises. Beside all the promises, trust is very much important. And maybe, just maybe, God did not want this to happen, to return power back to Kikuyus, to have 4 presidents. Yani ikuwe tu Kalenjin mmoja amekuwa president, alafu miaka zote tu Raila okay, mmoja akuwe president, then power irudi kule. That is a discussion I wanted us to talk about, and I don't know your views about this, but my conclusion is that Kikuyus gambled, and they are the biggest losers. Going forward, I don't see them really recapturing power anytime soon. I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section so that we can continue with this discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.